All right, guys, so we are in the trails in New Caney today. This whole New Caney northeast side of Houston is really blowing up. This community included, ton of development, ton of things happening around here. The main thing we're gonna be focused on too, though, is the deals that they have right now. So these Westin Homes, like this one I just walked out of, starting right around the 400s, actually starting a little bit lower than that in the 300s. So we're gonna walk this model second. We'll talk about those prices too. This is by far the least expensive Westin homes you're gonna find are right here in the trails. After that, actually before that, we're gonna go right next door to this Chesmar home. This one is probably one of my favorite floor plans I've seen. It's about 1,900 square feet, so much smaller than like most of the homes I show that are 3,500 plus big mansions, right? But super nice layout on this home. And these things are starting in the low 300s. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start here, low 300s. We're gonna get here to Westin, which these are gonna be the most expensive ones. You're gonna be high 300s into the 4s. Then we're gonna go over here to Coventry. Coventry has a 50-foot product and a 40-foot product. The 50s are gonna be low, mid 300s. The 40s though, we're gonna check that one out last. Those are by far the best deals we got going on right now out here. You're down to about the 250 range on that 40-foot section, and they're great houses too. Coventry builds a beautiful home, really high quality builder. And in the middle of all that, we're gonna kind of talk about this neighborhood. So like I said, we're in the trails in New Caney. Just a little quick tidbit about it. We're about 30 minutes from the Woodlands, which makes this whole northeast side, like I said, just blowing up because we're so close to the Woodlands, about 30 minutes away. We're super close to the airport, only about 25 minutes to Bush Airport. We're only about 40 minutes into downtown. And super cool too, the Valley Ranch Town Center in New Caney, just about 10-15 minutes away here, which is your closest shopping center to where we're at right here in the trails. So all that said, I'm out of breath. Let's go ahead and get into this first Chesmar house. And like I said, as we're going through these homes, I'm gonna kind of sprinkle in all the tidbits and more information about this community, kind of in between all these houses. So let's go ahead and start in here. So let's go ahead and check this one out. And the price is amazing too. By the way, they had one at $356. I'll just tell you before we get in there so you don't have to wait. They had one at $356 that they just sold for $336. Plus, they gave that buyer an additional $10,000 in closing costs and an additional $10,000 to buy their interest rate down. So essentially, if you took that extra 20 off, their net purchase on that home was about $316, right? 336 minus 20, 316. I'm not a math whiz, but let's go ahead, turn y'all around and get in here. So you can see, obviously, you got your 2-car garage right here. So that would be your driveway. On this side though, you would have like all your grass, all this stuff over here. You got your little, one of your bedrooms up here in the front. Like I said, the office is in the back. So that's what I like a lot about this floor plan. And turn you all around here, straighten you up. Let's get in here. So again, 2-car garage, you'd have your driveway here. This would all be landscaped and stuff, probably not with this much. This would probably be just grass here with maybe some landscaping under that window. But nice, you know, full brick, really nice entryway. Like, you know, you got the peaked roof there in the front, really pretty elevation. And by the way, when you hear people say elevation on these homes, they're just talking about the way the look of the house is. For whatever reason, it's called elevation. I honestly don't even know why, but getting in here, so super pretty. This to your left first is, this would be the garage. So you know, you saw out there, you have those windows, that would be your garage door. This would be your 2-car garage. And if I back up a little bit, you would just have like a regular entry door. So that would kind of be a wall with your entry door here coming into your entryway. And then real quick, we'll kind of just bump out here first, and then I'll turn around so you can see the entryway from your kitchen. So you just saw, you know, obviously that's what I really like about this floor plan too, is you walk in and it's just boom, like it's just open here. And then you got your office there in the back, like I already said. But first, we're gonna start up here. So just kind of give you an idea of what the entryway looks like. You'd have your garage door here, and you're gonna have 2 bedrooms up here on this side. And we'll start with this one on the right. What's up, Jimmy?
How you doing, bud?
I'm good, man.
Welcome, guys.
That's Jimmy there. I didn't catch your name earlier.
Jackie.
Jimmy and Jackie?
Yes.
All right, well, good to meet you, Jackie.
Nice to meet
But yeah, this is y'all's little first bedroom up here, looking out there. You got your front yard, all that. And then just off of this bedroom, you have like a little linen storage closet here. And then as we turn around, you're going to have your second bedroom and bathroom here. So let's go ahead and check out this bedroom first. So there you go, pretty nice size room. I actually like that. I don't know if that's wallpaper up there. I'm gonna check that out real quick. It might be like one of those sticker. Oh yeah, it's like a big sticker, like fathead type thing. That's actually kind of cool, pretty nice. And then show y'all, kind of just looking back here. This bed is probably about a queen size bed. So you can see you got room up here where I just kind of walked through. You got a lot of space up here. You got your little dresser, and then a couple nightstands next to the bed, and then your closet here. So kind of nice to have like a, you know, your two shelves over here on this side with your two rods, and then your single shelf on this side. A lot of people ask me what those are. That's just like for your, here, I'll show you. That's for like all your low voltage Wi-Fi stuff. That's where you would have that stuff to connect to. And then turning around, we'll get over here into the bathroom. So obviously this bathroom would be kind of shared between these two bedrooms. Some nice light fixture there. And then really pretty tile up here on this shower and tub combo. So nice shower tub combo. And then I really like the natural wood. As you've seen probably in a lot of my recent videos, a lot of the builders are kind of going to more kind of color and sort of pop, just kind of giving these homes a little bit more character than maybe a few years ago when a lot of people were just doing like the whole white on white thing. You can see like the natural wood look there. Then they contrast it here on this this island is huge, by the way. Let me back up a little bit. Just super pretty, really tall ceilings. There's gotta be like 12, 13 foot ceilings up here. Really nice. You got those pendants hanging down. Massive island. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bar stools right here on this island. You got this additional kind of like butler area, coffee bar station. You got your microwave built in over here. Really pretty. Ton of storage too. A lot of storage underneath. If you watch my videos, you already know I would have went with the drawers right here, those big pull-out drawers in there to give you some extra storage space in there. We'll check out this pantry. Got your walk-in pantry here. So plenty of storage. I mean, really a lot of storage in this kitchen, because even as we turn around this way, let me back up a little bit for you. You can see these are actually extra wide cabinets above. So these are bigger than like your normal size. Hard to tell in the video, but that's actually bigger. And then plenty of storage below. You got your gas range there with the griddle. And then on this side, you know, obviously you have your sink, all that, but then again, you're gonna have more storage over here underneath this. And then let me kind of just show you this view real quick. So we're, you know, obviously just kind of hanging out in the kitchen right here, looking out. You know, you got your dining room, maybe kids are having breakfast over there, or family out here watching TV in the living room. You still got the office in the back there. You got your covered patio. Really nice setup. I'm telling you this, if this was something I was looking for, like a single story home, needed an office, really like the patio, this is definitely something that I would check out. This is a really cool house. Just kind of show you this angle. So my back right now is basically inside of the hallway, going into your primary back here. It's where I was just standing right here in this little doorway. Before we go that way, I want to show you this office back here. So super cool. Again, I really like that it's tucked back here off of like your living room, kitchen, dining, you know, right next to here. Let me back up for a sec. Right next to here, you got your little patio going outside. So I can kind of, you know, envision myself. Obviously I do a lot of working from home, editing videos and doing all this stuff on YouTube for y'all. So I kind of envision myself just sort of sitting right here on the computer, need to grab a cup of coffee, just go right out there and say, I'm like, you know what, I need some air, just bump right out here to the patio and hang out back there. I really like having this back here, and it's actually another closet in here. So you got another nice big storage closet in your office back here. And then, you know, as you can see too, you got the 2 glass doors there, so kind of gives you a little bit of privacy if you needed to close those for work or take a call or on a meeting or something like that. And then your living room. I'll kind of just show you this view from this angle, looking back at everything here. Dining room, kitchen, living room, you know, just huge windows everywhere. And then as we come back this way, we're gonna get into the primary bedroom and your laundry room. So you're gonna have your laundry here. Obviously you see some shelving above. You got your washer and dryer here. And then the cool thing, or the nice thing, is that it's right off of your primary here. So when you come into your primary, you don't gotta walk. I know a lot of floor plans, especially single stories, the laundry rooms are like either in the front of the home or you gotta kind of walk to the living room to get over there. And mind you, these beams are actually standard. So the beams in all these primary bedrooms are standard on these homes. So super nice. You can see this is gotta be a California King. This thing is huge. You got plenty of room for these big side tables on both sides here. The windows, I love the windows. You don't really see the windows above the bed like that too often. So really cool. And kind of giving you this angle looking back this way. So you can see you got the big dresser, you got another little seating area right here. And then we get over here into your primary bath. So again, you know, they matched with that natural wood look. Cabinets in here. You got your double sinks, nice light fixtures. Again, tall ceilings throughout this whole house. Then coming this way, I'm about to get in that tub because I'm gonna tell y'all, it is looking kind of small. It looks like it might be deep, but I don't know if I'm gonna fit in there. So we're about to do a tub test on that one, and actually have a pretty good size stand-up shower here. So we'll see how big that tub is in a minute. If it were me, let me just stand back here. I can already tell, you know, I would have elected for maybe another 6 inches to a foot and had a smaller shower and a bigger tub over here, but we'll see. I might be wrong. When I get in that thing in a minute, I might actually fit, but we'll see. And get over here into your walk-in closet. So if I turn around here, you can see you got some built-in shelving over here on this side, some more storage there, and then you got a couple shelves right here, and then you have your mirror with like your little seating area. So nice, you got the full length mirror for your nights out when you got to check the fit before you get out the house. Then pretty good, I mean, pretty good size over here too. So you got basically double-sided walk-in closet there. Let's get in this tub. We're gonna do this tub test. I'm gonna set y'all up over here real quick. See if I even fit in this thing. So something, if you don't follow me, and this is your first video watching me, something I started doing not too long ago is the tub test. So I am about 6 foot, about 2. I weighed myself the other day, I was 242. So I'm gaining weight somehow. I'm running almost every single day, 3 to 6 miles a day, and I'm gaining weight for whatever reason. But let me get in here and kind of tell y'all, do you fit? Let's see. Okay, this ain't too bad. Not the best. I'm gonna tell y'all. So I don't know if you can see from back there, like my feet are as far as straight as I can go. My knees still aren't getting any water above like down here. So, I mean, not terrible. I can kind of put my head back here and take a little nap if I wanted. But it's why I don't take baths, because I never fit in these tubs. But I swear if I did and I fit in a tub, it would be really nice. My wife takes her bath. Looks so peaceful all the time. She's got her candles, she's got her salt, she's got her music playing, and she's just like chilling in there, right? And I try to do it, and it's like, no, this ain't this ain't happening. So can't say that I love that. But again, if it had maybe just like another 6 inches back here, maybe a little bit longer tub, I think that one would have worked out. But anyway, tub test there, not too great. But coming to the left over here, back to regular scheduled programming, we'll get over here, and this is just your, let me kind of straighten you guys out here. This is just your toilet room right here, so nothing too fancy going on in there. And basically that's this whole house. So we're gonna get back out to the big like great room, dining room, kitchen, living room area. Again, one more view. I mean, geez, even just coming out, I'm gonna do that again because there's something about this, like every time I walk out here, I just love this view. So again, you know, my wife cooks, we like to entertain, so I can picture her over there cooking, you know, setting everything up right here on this island. You got plenty of more countertop space back there for, you know, serving, putting things out. You got the dining room, living room, you know, kids playing in the backyard. You can see out there, people hanging out on the covered patio, you know, maybe put a TV up back here. Let's go to the patio. So here we go. This is what I'm talking about here. So you can see, you know, maybe put a TV up on that wall or this other wall where my back is. But really nice, really tall covered patio too. That's gotta be, I don't know, 14, 15 feet high. And I like how it's enclosed too. So as we get back out this way here, I'll turn around before I take you to the back of the yard. I really like the patios where you're sort of already enclosed, because with the rain out here, it's actually really nice. And when it rains and thunders and stuff, my wife and I like to go sit out on our covered patio and just kind of watch the rain fall. It's just, I don't know, it's kind of weird, I guess, but it's something that we like to do. So I really, really love that little back patio setup. And then they, you know, this isn't standard obviously, but just kind of showing you what you could do with a lot like this. They got this little paved walkway out here to your fire pit, a few chairs back here. And then on this size lot, this is gonna be kind of standard for what you would see as far as the backyard goes. So again, you know, beautiful home right here by Chesmar. And then next, we're gonna talk about prices real quick on these, and then we're gonna go next door and check out this Westin home. All right, so here we go. It's hot, y'all. So we are in June, end of June, basically right now. It's definitely heating up out here in Houston. By the end of this video, I'm gonna be sweating, which is, by the way, if you don't know, the end of when I'm done recording at the end, that's actually when I film the intro. So if you see me sweating, or if I was sweating in the intro, it's because I've been out here for a few hours already. I'm sweating everywhere. Prices, here we go. So these are their current inventory homes. You see they just sold one for $374. That one was 2,366 square feet for $374. One right now that's listed 2,733 square feet. They have it down to $397. So you're getting over 2,700 square feet for $397. This is the one I was talking about before we walked in. This exact floor plan. This is called the Sunnyside 3-bed, 2-bath. Got the office back here, covered patio. Super, super sweet floor plan. They had it at $356, $990. They dropped it to $346. Sales rep, they usually don't tell you this stuff, but you know, if you're out here with me, I talk to these people for like 45 minutes to an hour before I even start filming, and usually they'll give me more info. So he told me they sold that one for $336 plus $10K in closing costs plus $10,000 towards a rate buy down. So huge deal on that thing. Like I said before, that's basically a net purchase of about $316 on this exact floor plan right here. They got another one for $426. That one's over 3,100, almost 3,200 square foot home though for $426. So really, really great deals to be had right here at these Chesmar Homes. That's really it. We're gonna get out of here, go next door and check out that Westin home. Let's get over there. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get out of this Chesmar home. Again, really, really great house right here by Chesmar. 1,900 square feet, 3-bed, 2-bath. We're gonna get next door and check out this Westin home. That's gotta be, so if you follow me, you know that I've filmed a bunch of Westin homes over here, maybe about 2 months ago. Since then, they've actually dropped the prices even more. So if you wanna see more than just this model home that we're gonna look at right now, I'll link that video at the end of this one. So at the end of this one, it'll pop up next to my head somewhere. You can click on that if you wanna see more of these Westin homes. This is probably one of the only communities around Houston where you're gonna find Westin homes for under 400,000. It's crazy. We're gonna get into the prices on these as soon as we're done walking through this model home. But real quick, again, talking about the area, again, we're 30 minutes to the Woodlands. We're about 25 minutes to Bush Airport. We're only about 10, 15 minutes to the Valley Ranch Town Center and all that shopping, dining, entertainment, all that stuff there. And about 40 minutes to downtown Houston. So really, really great location up here on the northeast side of Houston as far as, you know, access to different things goes, but super great. Here we are. Losing my breath, y'all. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm getting old. I'm about to be 38 in about a month, and I'm feeling it, man. I don't know. Everybody says, you know, you're getting old, and I'm like, ah, whatever. And like, no, I'm not, but I think I am. I think I am getting old. Anyway, here we go. So we're gonna go in here. This is the Staten plan. Off the top of my head, I know they had one for $409. I have the list in this folder here. So once we walk through, I'll pull up the actual prices. I know for sure they had one at $409, and they were still willing and dealing on those prices too. So Brenda is the main sales rep here. You got Miss Betty in here today, but we'll get in there, say hi to her. You got your 2-car garage out here. Really nice. I always like the, their entryways. They usually do like that open entryway. You can see you got those windows up there that go out, look out into the entryway once we get inside. So let's go and turn y'all around and check this out. So turn y'all around here, straighten you up. So again, like I said, 2-car garage. So this would be your driveway here. You would still have like landscaping, grass, all that. Really, really like the 2-story entry when you go in here. This is really something that everybody loves. You kind of just get like a grand entrance or a grand feeling when you walk into these Westin Homes. And then this one, as soon as you come in, you're gonna see you have your like spiral or curved staircase going up there. You got that nice rotunda with that light fixture up there, super pretty. And then your game room's up there too, so you can see up to all that. You know, nice little kind of entryway. You put your decorations right here. Let me drop this folder down so I can hold this camera a little bit better. That's gonna be your garage entry there, from your 2-car garage. And then what I'll do is kind of just back up here so you can get a better view of this entryway. So again, like I said, you got like the big tall windows, the 2-story. Those are the windows that you could see from out front when we were out there. Super nice entry. Again, kind of just really grand. And then as we come this way, I'm gonna show you to your right here, you're gonna have laundry, office, and a half bath here. So we'll check out this office. Hi, Miss Betty.
Oh, hi.
How you doing? I'm good, I'm good. Me and Miss Betty talked for what, about 45 minutes earlier about life and all kinds of stuff. Oh yeah, that's what it's all about, right? Building these relationships and just kind of loving on people and getting to know everybody. So I appreciate you. I'll be back before I leave. I'll say bye to you. And then over here you have your laundry room. So really nice. They added in the cabinets overhead. You got like these little cubbies down here and your washer and dryer. And then it actually connects over here into your primary closet. So super cool. I'm gonna show you this in a minute. We're gonna go through the front of the house first. I love this floor though, by the way. It's like one of my favorite floors I've seen. We're gonna come out this way. You just saw you had your half bath here. So you have like your entryway, all that right next to your half bath, which is really nice. And then you have your little closet that I didn't show you yet. Or I say little, it's a huge storage closet. Kind of tucks all the way down here underneath those stairs. So plenty of storage here. And then this is kind of the wow shot that everybody loves, right? Coming over here into this great room. You got the beams running across that ceiling. I really like, you know, you got the triangle windows up there looking out to your back patio, your covered patio. Super, super nice. You got some nice windows here on your dining. Then as we turn around here, again, like I mentioned, even next door in that Chesmar, you can see they did like the contrast. You got like the natural wood island, nice big island. You know, they have the white countertops with the white backsplash here, but very similar finish. You're gonna have your oven, gas cooktop, microwave above there. They did a black, I kind of like this. I'm not usually not a black countertop fan, but this is pretty because it's not just all like flat black. You got like these little veining in it too. Actually really pretty, and then actually it goes well. You can see the backsplash here. It has like this beveled and sort of distressed look to it. So nice backsplash. Refrigerator, and then kind of just looking back this way and give you this angle here. Super pretty. You got your nice farmhouse sink. Again, and then this I believe is the pantry. I haven't looked in here yet. Yeah, so you have your walk-in pantry. So you can see plenty of storage here in that pantry. And we'll kind of get this way. Got your dining room overlooking into your living room. I'm gonna stand over here by these windows so you kind of get a visual of being over here in your dining room, looking back towards your kitchen area there. Again, really, I actually like this light fixture that they put up there over your dining room. You got your huge fan. They don't come with these fans, by the way, but if you can get one of those things, you're gonna wanna get one of those things. They're amazing. Then looking out there from your living room, back to your covered patio area. They'll kind of just give you this view looking from your living room back there towards your kitchen. Again, you had your office back there, bathroom, your garage door, you had that storage closet. Super nice here. And then we'll get over here into the primary. Show you this little closet here first though. Nice storage closet. We'll get into the primary before we go upstairs. So this thing's huge. So you got the tray ceiling. They added kind of that, I think it's wood that they just painted up there. And that tray ceiling just kind of adds some more texture, giving some more life here in this room. But again, probably California king size bed, plenty of room for your dressers, side tables on either side of there. And you got your nice big windows looking out to your backyard here. Then coming back this way, again, just really nice, big, huge. I mean, I wish you could tell from the video, but this bedroom is huge. Got plenty of room for your little seating area on this side as well. Nice big dresser. I mean, look at how much space here. That's probably like from there to there is like 3 feet. So you got like 5-6 feet of room before you even, actually probably more like 6-7 feet of space before you even get to where that dresser is. And then we'll come over here into your primary. So again, this tub's looking like it's gonna pass. Let me see. This tub's looking like it's gonna pass the tub test. We'll see. Let's check out all this stuff first, and then I'm gonna get in there and see if it passes the tub test. So you got one sink. I didn't even notice these light fixtures when I walked in here earlier. So I actually really like that. Kind of a cool light fixture up there. And then on this side, you're gonna have your second sink, and then you got this additional little vanity station right here, and that same light fixture. Those are pretty cool. So nice light fixture. And then, you know, again, big window right here by the sink. And then we're gonna come around. Got a big walk-in shower here. So super nice walk-in shower. You can see they ran that tile all the way up to the top. And then I actually didn't even notice till we opened that up, but they took it across this whole wall too. So behind there, behind the tub, really, really pretty tile work that they did. Then you have your closet, one of your walk-in closets. This is the one that connects around to your laundry room. So like you just saw when we were over here in the laundry room, it connects into this walk-in closet. And then right here, you have your second walk-in closet. So let me go ahead and turn the light on in here. So in this one, for reference, you know, obviously we had your 2 sink areas, your vanity, your tub. Your first walk-in closet was right here. So I walked by it to get into that other one. Really, really nice, good size walk-in closet. Probably a little bit smaller than that first one. But, you know, again, for reference, you got your toilet room. Other walk-in closet was over here. That one's probably the bigger of the 2. And we're about to get in this tub. I think I'm gonna fit, y'all. Let's check this one out. Let me put y'all, set you guys up back here. Let me see, how's that angle? That looks all right there. Okay, let's get in this thing. Oh yeah, this thing is like, just for reference, I mean, look how long this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 feet long. Let me get in here. Hopefully I don't break anything. Let's see. Oh yeah. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. So I wish we had something back here I could put my head on though, but for the most part, my feet are all the way down. My knees are like right at the overfill line. So this is about like as small as it would get if I were gonna try to be in here and just sort of relax. So I'm gonna relax for a second because I get winded talking, doing these videos. I don't talk this much in real life. So if you ever call me, reach out to me. I'm actually a pretty awkward person in real life. As you may be able to tell, I laugh at my own jokes. Some of it, like nobody's here with me when I'm filming, right? But I'm always laughing at my own jokes and stuff. I don't talk that much. All of my friends always ask me why I'm so quiet, blah, blah, blah. So it's funny that this whole YouTube thing and like getting in these tubs and doing what I do is something that I enjoy doing, because it's really, I guess it is my personality in a way. It just doesn't show out like in public or when I'm talking to people. So anyway, this one passes. I like this bathroom. Those light fixtures, the whole deal you see out there into your living room. I've been in here long enough. Let's get out of here. But yeah, really nice sized tub there. I did mention too the floors. These are probably some of my favorite floors I've seen. You know, they did these. Let me flip y'all this way, point y'all down a little bit. So I'm sure you saw as we walked in here, but just kind of give you a little more of a close up on these herringbone pattern floors. Really, really love that. And then what we're gonna do is go back out and check up upstairs. So let's go ahead, go back this way. How's it going? And then we'll go upstairs where you're gonna have a game room and a couple more bedrooms too. So check this out. I really like, you know, you got your open railing staircase leading right up here into this game room. Turn these lights on for you guys to actually see what's going on up here. So again, super cool. You know, you can see down here into the entryway. You know, you got your big windows. Wrap around this way. Check out your game room. So they kind of have it set up. It's like more of a kind of media room, movie room sort of setup. You got your darts over here. Then you're gonna have one bedroom on this side. Man, it's hot up here. I don't think they got the AC running up here, but it is hot up here. Got a nice, good sized room. Obviously you see this one's kind of set up, or kind of, but it's set up as a nursery. But you could fit, I would think if you had a queen size bed, it would probably go to where that rug is there. So you can see that you have plenty of space if their bed ended right there. You still have space for, they got this little dog seat thing, dresser. You know, if you had a TV up here or just decorations on the wall. Pretty good size room. And then, you know, even a little side chair over there. Probably still even have room for a couple side tables. Good size room. And then you got your walk-in closet. So we open that up a little bit. You can see good size walk-in closet in this room. And then we'll go across the hall or across the game room. And over here, you're gonna have two more bedrooms and a bathroom. I'll flip this light on real quick. Well, we might as well look at the bathroom first. I was gonna do that next, but there you got your bathroom. Double sinks, which is really nice because you got 3 bedrooms up here. Nice light fixtures. So if you're gonna have multiple people up here in the living quarters, nice having those 2 separate sinks. And then your shower tub combo. I like that they broke up the white and kind of contrasted it with those black subway tiles there. Super nice. So they went with the gold hardware and then the tile floor. Really cool. I like the design that they did in this house. Then we'll go this way into these 2 bedrooms at the end of this hall. So here's bedroom 1. So nice. Again, that's probably about a queen size bed. You can see nice, good size dresser over here. You probably got a room for another one there. And then it looks out over the front yard. Super nice. This community is really nice, by the way. So super quiet. Very, very nice spot here at the trails. And then kind of looking back this way, we'll go over here and show y'all the closet. So nice big. This one's actually, you know, I wouldn't call it a walk-in closet because, you know, it just has the one post, but you actually like step in to get to that post. So it's a little bit bigger than your average size or standard size closet that looks like that. It's a little bit bigger. And then going over here into this room, kind of mirrors that one we were just in. So you got the big window looking out there to the front yard. queen size bed in here, a couple side tables, you got your dresser here in the front, you know, plenty of room for me to kind of walk through here like you see. So really, really nice bedroom. Again, overall, this one is a 4-bedroom house. So 3 up here, and then your primary downstairs. Again, bigger size. You can sort of see how big it is. Just extra space in there to kind of walk in compared to like a standard closet. And then out in this hallway, which I didn't show you yet, there is more storage. So plenty of storage in this house. Nice here, you know, it's right off your game room in these bedrooms, so you can kind of have your linens, toiletries, games, movies, whatever. I mean, everyone streams everything, but kind of tells you how old I am, right? I was thinking of like DVDs and stuff you can put in there, but I don't even use DVDs, so I don't even know why I was thinking that. Nowadays, everybody just streams everything. But we'll get downstairs and get into the backyard. So again, this one here, you're gonna have your nice, I love those windows too, like how they match the triangular windows with, as you'll see out here, you have the covered patio, and they do that, that same kind of thing up here. And of course they're doing, I'll try to talk louder, but they're doing construction back there, and I think they're actually mowing the lawn next door. So of course, that would all be going on as I'm doing this video. So hopefully you can hear me. We'll make it quick out here. Just want to show you kind of the back of the house, the covered patio, and what this thing looks like. Again, this is the Staten Plan 4-bed. I believe it's a 3.5 bath, 2.5 bath. Really nice home. I like, you know, obviously the covered patio, super nice. It would be nice too if you could extend that out, make that a little bit bigger out here. That would be super cool. But there you have it. That is the Staten. All right, so let's get in here and talk about pricing. Like I said, I know they had one at $409 because I had one of my clients out here last week before. I'm losing track of time, but we were looking at all these Westin Homes. They had this plan for $409. I know Miss Brenda told me they're still doing deals on these things too. So let's go ahead and take a look at this right here. So again, this is the Staten. I know you can't see this on the camera, so that's why I'm gonna put these little fancy things up here as I talk about it. Again, yep, they still have that one at $409. So this exact floor plan that we just walked. So bedrooms, bathrooms, same setup. You know, your finishers, your cabinets might be different color, bathroom might be different, things like that. But this exact plan, they have one for $409 right now. Honestly, I talked to Brenda. Brenda's a sales rep. She told me last week when I was here, Rene, we are willing and dealing on everything. It's honestly been kind of slow. So she's like, whatever we need to do, just let me know and we can work something out. So $409. Probably even get these things under 400, which would be insane, getting a Westin home under 400,000 out here in Houston. But going down this list, most expensive one they have right now on the ground. So these are actual inventory homes ready to be sold. I walked all these things last week, 2 weeks ago, whenever that was. The Park Avenue, they have that one at $449. That's 2,800 square feet. So a 2,800 square foot Westin home, beautiful home for $449. Going down, you have a Soho for $439. Another Park Avenue, 2,800 square feet for $439. And then going down to the least expensive ones right now, which are the Midtown. The Midtown is 2,500 square feet, 4-bed, 3-bath, 2-car garage. They have it at $389. And mind you, like I said, they're still doing deals on these things, so there's room to go. So if you follow me, like I said, I did the video about a month or two ago where I was here literally talking to Brenda in the video, going over pricing, incentives, all that stuff. They're still doing that same stuff. The prices have gone down since then, and I really believe there's more room here. So anyway, all that to say, if you're looking for a Westin home, you don't want to be in the 500, 600, 700,000s like they are in a lot of the other communities around Houston. The Trails is the great spot to take a look at. All right, so now we're gonna get out here. We're gonna go next door and check out the 2 Coventry homes over there. Bye, Miss Betty, good to see you. I'll see you later. Thank you. So we're gonna check out Coventry. And of course I can hear the guys doing the yard work out there. Let me wait for them for a minute. What we'll do, so they have a 50-foot and a 40-foot section there. Their 50s are starting in like the low 300s. Their 40s are the best deal you're gonna get out here for any new home in Houston for the quality of build that you're gonna get with Coventry. Those things are all the way down to about $250 on inventory homes right now. So great deals right there on the Coventry Homes. Actually, what we'll do, we need to talk about the neighborhood anyway. Let's go ahead and get over and talk about the amenity center. It's just right down the street. They already finished the park and stuff. Let's jump over there. I'll kind of show you all that stuff real quick. So this is going to be the big amenity center. You can see the big sign, the trails back here. They already have a ton of that land back there cleared for more development, the pool, splash pad, all that stuff. The park is already done, which is right back here behind this little tree line behind me. Being honest, there were some families out there with their kids playing and stuff, and I don't like filming families when they're just out, like they're just out there with their kids trying to have fun, whatever. Not worried about some weirdo with the beard filming their kids, right? So I would show you guys the new playground and all that stuff, but I don't want to bother those people. So I'm going to show you the sign right behind me and show you everything that's coming. So when we turn around here, you can see, so what I just mentioned, like all of that land, you can kind of see over here. You can see back here, they cleared all this stuff like behind this tree line here. So that's where this is going. So that little park is right here. We're kind of like literally, if this street were to come around, we're basically right here. So you got the park that's already done. You can see here, you're gonna have the splash pad, kind of like a whole pavilion, amenities center place right here. More stuff, you know, they got cornhole, things to do out here. Just kind of like a cool hangout spot for the community, resort style pool. Looks like there's gonna be a lap pool back there too. And then the trail is gonna run, I mean, you can already see over here. Let me show you all this. So you already have some trails like that run through the community. You're gonna have the trail kind of go back here, and back there behind all this amenity center is gonna be like 600 acres of preserve that they're not gonna build on. So there's gonna be like miles and miles of trails back there in that preserve section. So, you know, when you're talking about value, I know this whole video has been about the deals that you can get on these houses. In my opinion, it's just because none of this stuff is here yet. So the trails really isn't on anyone's radar except for people like me that shoot these YouTube videos in different communities all the time. Every time I come out here, I can't believe the prices, but from what I see and what I know growing up in Southern California and seeing the development go to the Inland Empire and keep going further and further out, right? Now I got people, like I know family in Menifee, they're paying 800 grand for houses in Menifee. Now they're starting to build out Hemet. I'm like, what the heck? But anyway, if you're not from there, you're like, who cares, dude, shut up. But anyway, point being, getting in super low like this, and then once these amenities, the pools, the splash pads, the school that they're gonna build, the grocery stores nearby, shopping, dining, entertainment, once all of that stuff comes, it raises the demand for areas like this, which in turn raises the prices, right? Higher demand, higher prices. So getting in at these low prices, in my opinion, is what you should do. But you know, you got to kind of deal with the construction, deal with the stuff while it's not here. But long term, you're going to get that value in your home too. So anyway, keep that in mind. Let's go ahead, jump over to this next house. All right, guys, so they're nowhere near being done with all this gardening work out here. They're redoing like the whole front flower beds and stuff. So we're just going to work through it real quick. I'll start back here, talk about this house. So this first one, super nice plan. It's called the Harrison. That one's starting about $350 over here on the 50-foot section, and then over there on the 40-foot section, they're starting about $250. So let's go ahead and get into this house first, where it's nice and quiet, and hopefully you can even hear me right now. But let me turn you all around and get through here. All right, we made it. Okay, so coming into this house, I'm gonna walk through this entryway first so you can kind of get a better feel for the flow of this house. So obviously when you come through the entryway, it's really open right here. It's open, dining, kitchen, living room. Your primary is gonna be in the back. You also have this little office right here, which is super cool, having the office right here off of your dining, kitchen, living area. It could be formal dining, whatever you wanna use it for. Coming back this way though, this hallway here, you're gonna have a bedroom back there with its own bathroom. Kind of obviously you can see there, you have your mudroom, laundry area. And then this way, this would actually be your garage. So this would be kind of cut off right here. And then your door from your garage would be over here where these windows are. So you would walk in right here in this little mud room hallway. Again, you have a bedroom over there. I'll show you in a second. But coming up this way, the first bedrooms are on this side. So you're gonna have 2 bedrooms and a bathroom here. So we'll check out this one first. Excuse me, so nice. Good size room. That's about a queen size bed. You can see you got a couple like dresser / side tables there on this side. And then you got the windows looking out to the front yard. I actually really like what I'm seeing a lot with a lot of these builders is like the black. So you can see they did like the black trim, the black doors here. Let me check out this closet since we're talking about the closet doors. So again, you got sort of a standard size closet here on this one. Close these doors back up. But yeah, as you can see, you got your black trim, kind of just adds a little more character in my opinion. Just, everything's not so like white on white on white anymore. Even going over here into this bedroom, you can see the kind of lower part of these walls, they painted black. Again, just kind of gives it a little more texture, a little more character to the room. Again, you got probably about a queen size bed here, a couple rooms for some side tables. And then if I come in this way, kind of show you the view from looking back in this corner here. So you can kind of get a better idea. Obviously your closet, I'll show you that in a second. Nice big, like that normally would probably be a dresser. Those are more like cabinet style. Maybe, TV up on the wall or pictures, how they have it here. And then this closet pretty much just mirrors that first closet that we looked at. So nice little standard size closet here with the single shelf and rod. And then out in this hallway, you have a full bathroom. So if we turn into here, you can see you have your single sink again with the black cabinets down there. Really nice. They went with the black hardware, light fixture, really pretty. They did the vertical subway tile in here again with like dark, it looks black in the camera, but this is like a dark gray grout that they went with there. You got the black hardware, really nice shower and tub combo here off of this bathroom, or in this bathroom. And then as we turn back around for reference, again, we're still right here in this entryway. So you have the front door, again, that would be your garage, which would be walled off here. And then you would come this way. To the right is where you're gonna have that other bedroom. So like I said, your garage door would actually be here. You have like this nice little mud room drop area right there, and your laundry to the left here. It's actually a pretty good sized laundry room. You can see you got washer and dryer there, some storage head. Again, they kind of painted that black, all that back there. And then you have some more storage or just kind of whatever you want to use it for. They got this giant printer over here. You can see with like laundry stuff there, but kind of use that for whatever you want, extra storage. I know a lot of people have animals, so, litter box, dog food, all that kind of stuff. And then the bedroom. So this one's super cool. Again, this is a 4-bedroom home, and this one has its own attached bathroom here, and then you still have your primary in the back. So again, queen size bed, you got your side tables there, little dressers. I'll show you that bathroom here in a second. Just kind of want to give you a look of this room. So really nice having a secondary suite. And again, at this price point, you got a walk-in closet here. Again, like I said, this one starts around $350. I'll tell you exactly once we get done here and I get the price sheet in front of me, but I'm pretty sure it's right around the $350 price point. So you got single sink here. And then up this way, nice shower tub. They went with the horizontal this time with those subway tiles. Nice shower tub combo, the black floor, tile floor, and then that's pretty much it for that secondary suite. So as you can see, we already went through 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, laundry room, and we're not even into the main part of the house yet, which is back here. So getting back over here into the kitchen, again, you can see the contrast everywhere, right? You got the dark cabinets below, the like natural wood cabinets above. You have your gas cooktop, the 4, I don't know what this, if that's technically a burner with a 5 burner. I'm gonna call it 5 burner. I don't know technically if it is or not. It's just kind of like a weird shaped burner in the middle. Then you have your pantry, nice walk-in pantry, plenty of storage. They actually got the spice rack right here on this door, which is cool. And then the additional next to your, let me back up here. So next to your fridge, obviously you have like another little sort of coffee bar station on this side. Nice big overhead cabinets too, which is super cool. Push that in just because I'm OCD and it's gonna bother me if I don't. And then coming back this way. This is kind of one of those views that I love. Again, I kind of do the same thing in every house. My wife and I love to entertain. So if I'm over here in the kitchen, you know, washing dishes, helping her cook, just helping her get trays ready for people hanging out. It's just sort of one thing I love seeing, man. You know, if you have some people right here hanging out at the bar, maybe some people at the table, people back there watching TV, you know, maybe if this was like a little whiskey, cigar room, something like that, have some people hanging out in here. Actually, let's go check this room out. See, this is kind of just a sort of like a flex room, study, library, whatever you want to use it for. It's just always nice having the extra space in these homes. You know, a lot of times you don't really see like the additional rooms like this on single story homes. Most of the time you're going to see that on the 2 stories because obviously you have more space upstairs. You can have a big game room, things like that. So really nice that Coventry was able to build this floor plan here, adding in this room, flex room. And we'll come back this way again. The big windows looking out there to the backyard. Be super sweet if you had like those big sliders right here, just going straight out to the back. On this house, you have the door going that way. And then I'll kind of just turn around this way. Let me sort of walk backwards and try not to trip over this table. Just kind of show y'all this view, sort of looking from your living room back towards the kitchen, the entryway, you know, your little flex room there. And then back on this side is going to be your primary bedroom. So again, you have your door going out here to the backyard. You have, I'll show you this real quick before we get into the primary. You have kind of a coat closet right here outside of your primary. And then getting in here. So again, huge. What I really love too, this is an option that they actually do on a lot of their homes, is they do this little bump out like curve over here. So it gives you an extra probably 2.5, 3 feet of space on that side. So when you come in here, this bedroom feels so much bigger just because they added that over there. So again, you know, probably, or for sure, this is a California king size bed. See how much room you have over here for your side tables. They did that nice black accent wall. Then you got, like I said, you got this space back here on this curve. You got your double doors going into your primary bathroom, nice tall ceilings. Just show you how much space you have here in this bedroom. Is huge. And then the bathroom, I actually really like this setup here in this bathroom. So you got your, obviously your 2 sinks, you got your big tub right there in the middle, which I don't know, it looks kind of small. We're gonna do a tub test in a second on this one and see how this tub works out. So you got your toilet area there, but what's super cool is I actually like this setup. So you have your walk-in shower right here behind where this tub is. So if we come this way, you can see you have your walk-in shower, and again with the black, I love, here, I'm gonna say this real quick. If you watch me, I'm pretty much always just black, wear black all the time. So maybe I just like black. It actually is my favorite color. My kids ask me what color I like or what's my favorite color. I always tell them black, and I think my son is like, that's not even a real color. But that's what I love. I don't know why. I love like this tile. Look at this tile, super cool. It shows kind of gray on camera, but this is actually like a black, almost like a shiny or glossy black. Super cool. I really like that shot. It's like a little, sounds weird, like a little dungeon. I don't know. I just like the vibe of it. Anyway, super cool stand-up shower. Nice big tub. You see you got that big window there. I'd probably like put some blurry stuff, whatever it's called, on that glass. And then you're gonna have 2 walk-in closets here. So this will be your first walk-in closet on this side. So really nice. I always, again, those up there, I call that the shack pole, because ain't nobody reaching, that's like 12 feet high. Ain't nobody getting up there unless Shaq lives here with you and he can put his 5-foot tall suits up there. And then you have another walk-in closet on this side. So again, on this side, really good sized walk-in closets. Got the Shaq post up here too. I'm gonna turn you all around. You can see they're kind of just using it as storage right now. But let's check out this tub. I'm gonna set y'all up over here on this side and see if I can get in. It looks kind of wide, so I might, here, let's see. Put y'all down right here. You can see how, I mean, it looks wide, but it also has these two little bows right here that are making me kind of nervous. Let's get in here and check this thing out. So actually, I think I'm supposed to have my legs on that side. Let me flip y'all around. This is confusing me. Let's go on this side. Because I think those two little things might be like armrests. I think that's what it's for. So I'm gonna sit on that side and see, we'll see how that works out over there. I might fit in here. Let's check this thing. So again, for reference, I'm about 6 foot, 240-ish. I don't know if it's supposed to be an armrest, but it's like kind of tight. And as you can see, my feet are already up here. My knees are like at the top of the tub. I mean, although I can sit in here, I can't say that it would be comfortable. So again, my guy, Myron, and Abigail, his wife, they were just out here. He texted me a few weeks ago. They're from Virginia. And he was like, man, keep doing those tub tests. He said he's 6'3", about 230. I think he said 235. So Myron, if you're watching this right now, you for sure are not fitting in this tub. This one does not pass the tub test, especially for you, because I don't fit in here comfortably. So you might want to elect, if you like taking baths, I didn't even ask you that. But if you do, you might want to elect for a bigger tub. I know that one in that Westin home we just came out of was actually really, really nice. So anyway, yeah, tub could be a little bit bigger. But if you're a normal sized person, unlike myself, that tub might be perfect for you. But let's get out here. That's pretty much everything in this. Again, man, I love this. I'm gonna do this look real quick just because walking out of here just kind of gave me a vibe right now when I see the windows looking out to the backyard. You know, I just love this. Coming out of your primary bathroom over here, all those windows looking out to the back, just let in a ton of light, huge bedroom. And then let's say you were just hanging out in your bedroom, you get out of the shower or whatever, and you're like, you know what, I want to come sit on my back patio. Just get back out here. You know, they got the TV set up here. Nice, tall, covered patio. Runs the length of the house too, so a ton of room getting over here. And then on these Coventry lots, like I said, this one is a 50-foot wide lot. And this is kind of the size yard that you're gonna get. So pretty nice. A lot of people that are buying new construction kind of want low maintenance anyway. So, you know, you get still a really decent sized yard. That's the 40 we're gonna look at next. But just kind of want to show you this view from the back. Again, nice big long covered patio here. And you have those curved windows over here in your primary. Really beautiful home here by Coventry. All right, let's get back in here and check out these prices. Like I said, this one is the Harrison plan. I want to say, I'm gonna pull up this price sheet right now to verify, but I think it starts around the 350 range, maybe 357, something like that. But I'm also gonna show you some inventory that they have in this section that's actually lower than the base prices. It's crazy right now. So we get these open. Yeah, we're looking at the Harrison 4-bed, 3-bath. The study is 2,310 square feet. Starts at 357, basically just, and we'll call it 358. Right under 358 is where you're gonna start for this plan. But as you can see on this 50-foot section, I know y'all can't read this, that's why I put it up right here. For one that's just under 2,000 square feet, starting at 333. So you're in the low 300s right here on the 50-foot. So start going all the way up to just a little bit over 400. But I do want to show you these. Check this out. So this one is a Wingate plan. It's a 2-story, just under 2,200 square feet, 4-bed, 3-bath, 2-car garage. You can see right there, they have it for $334,990. So that's the Wingate. Let me compare it over here. Harrison candle, where's that? The Wingate, yeah, so it starts at 331. So basically that inventory one that they have with the updates in it is down to the base price on it. This one they have at 380. This is a almost 2,800 square foot house, 2,750, 2-story, 4-bed, 3-bath, 3-car garage on this house for $379,990. That's the Colleyville floor plan. What's that one even start at? Let me see. Again, that one starts, y'all check this out. The Colleyville 28 square feet starts at $414 for that plan. They got one right now in inventory for $380. So crazy deals that they're doing right here on these Coventry homes. They also have a rate buy down promo that they're doing. So it's a 5.99% interest rate. Great deals here for Coventry. Let's go ahead and get next door and check out the 40-foot and show you the prices on those. Those ones are gonna be right around the mid 200s. So crazy price points for a well-built home, a great builder like Coventry. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and sprint next door. As I said, they weren't close to being done with any of that yard work that they're doing out there. I can still hear them out there. I can still see them right here in the entryway. Actually, I'm gonna let him walk down for a second. He's blowing all that stuff out of here. And then we're gonna check out these 40s. Like I said, super great prices over here. Let's get out here. I'm basically just gonna go boom, straight shot over to this next house. So I'll maybe do my editing magic and we'll just go super quick through here and put some music up. I don't know, I gotta figure it out, but let's go. All right, so here we are, guys. This one is called the Elgin plan. You see you got a 2-car garage out here, and your entry, kind of like porch entryway right here. And I'll flip you all around and let's get inside of this one. Straighten you out here. Let's go ahead. Check this one out. So as soon as you walk in this one, it's actually kind of cool. Let me put this down so I can set this camera up real quick. So you walk in, you have this little entryway. I'm gonna actually go this way real quick and turn around just so I can show you, get you a better idea of what this entryway looks like. So, because right when you come in the door, all you see is that wall really, but you have the window. You can see you got plenty of space for like decorations, things over here. And then coming this way, just to the right of their entryway, you're going to have your laundry room and kind of like a little drop mudroom area. So you can see you got a little storage shelf and rod on that side. You got your washer dryer. And then like I just said, they have this little built-in, you know, got a couple cubbies on the bottom, little bench there, some storage, hooks for hanging backpacks, things like that. And that is all right here in this entryway. So as we come back over here, kind of opens up into your office. I just want to show you the coat closet. This would be your garage here. So this would be your garage door entry right here. And then as we come around here, I'm going to show you this in a second. You have like a little flex room there. And then it opens up over here to your kitchen, your dining room. Super nice. I really like this floor plan, especially if you're looking for a home this size. Really, really nice floor plan. It kind of flows really well too. But over here you have your office, flex room, library, whatever you want to use it for, and it's actually really big too. So huge right here. You got a couple windows looking out there to the side, and then kind of show you this angle here. You got your double doors for privacy, or just, you know, if you're on a call and kids are making a bunch of noise like they do on all of my calls all the time. You can close those doors if you need to. I don't have doors in my office, so if you call me and we're on a Zoom call and my kids are yelling and screaming in the background, sorry, that's just the way it goes when you're working with me. But you have your first bedroom here, so, you know, probably about a queen size bed. I want to back up here, show you. You still do have some space here. You got your little dresser here to the side, a little seating area in that corner, and a nice walk-in closet. So actually pretty decent sized closet here on this room. Then we'll turn around and kind of show you the view from this side. And then as we go through this hallway, you see you're gonna have your bathroom here to the left, which I'll show you in a second. I just wanna show you this other bedroom first. So nice. I kind of like that picket fence, like the whole baseball theme that they got going on in this room. Super cool. They did like the little picket fence accent wall on the back. And again, that's about a queen size bed. You can see, I mean, if you wanted to put like a dresser, tall dresser, wide dresser, you could definitely fit one over here on this side. And then as we come around this way, I'll show you this closet. So again, kind of a more standard size single rod with the shelf above, closet there. And then as we turn around this way, we'll get into the, actually, yeah, we'll get into the bathroom and then I'll open up this little linen closet here. So you got your single sink here. Actually, I'm missing a light bulb up there. I'm gonna tell them about that before I leave, see if they can get that fixed. And then your subway tile shower and tub combo. I actually really like, our house in California, we did this same beveled subway tile with the dark grout. Just kind of, you know, the bevels, in my opinion, just give a little bit more character rather than just doing like the flat subway tiles. So super cool that they did those. And then we come out here into your quaint, just sort of quiet. If they weren't doing all this yard work and stuff outside, it would be super quiet. Plenty of storage too. You can see the overheads, you know, storage underneath here. You got some more storage over here underneath your island. And then I actually really do like, Coventry does this on a lot of their models. They kind of have this angled island right here. So you can see they got 3 bar stools there. You got another little kind of coffee bar, coffee station area on this side. Some storage over that. Again, more storage below that, your refrigerator. You have your pantry here. So nice big walk-in pantry, plenty of storage space in there. And again, I actually really like, I think this is, well, let me show you this backsplash first. Nice backsplash, your 5-burner gas cooktop, oven, microwave up here. We just redid our kitchen a couple years ago and our countertops are very similar. I think this is a quartzite. It's different from quartz. It kind of looks like granite on camera, but it's not. It's actually really, really pretty in person. And we'll come over this way. So you can see they did kind of like your, sort of like an accent wall shelving over here on this side. It kind of adds a little bit more character to the space. And then coming this way, you have a huge living room. So again, this is, I mean, you have a ton of space in here in this living room. You still got plenty of space for this nice big dining room table back here, looking back there towards your kitchen area. And then we'll kind of wrap this around. Again, would be super cool to have some sliders here, but your door is actually right here on this other side. So I'll show you that when we come out of the primary. And then we'll go ahead and get over here. So it's kind of nice too. A lot of times, it might not feel like it to some people, but I walk through so many houses, I think it's stuff like this. Like a lot of times the primary door would be like right off of the living room. So I actually like that they added this additional sort of hallway, I guess, if you will, right here. And then you get into your primary. So it's not like right off of the living space. And then again, they did the same thing in here. You see they added that bay window. So it gives you, you know, a couple more feet of space and just makes the room feel so much bigger. Nice tall ceilings. Again, California king size bed, plenty of room for side tables. They did that nice accent wall behind the bed. You got the double doors over there looking into the ensuite. Nice big room. And again, this is what I love about these Texas or Houston houses. The primary is really where they focus a lot of their attention, giving you these nice big rooms, nice big bathrooms. You see you got the double sinks, you got your storage underneath. And then the cool thing, they do these showers. I know David Weekley is one builder that does these a lot. They call them like their super shower. So it's just like a massive walk-in shower, which is pretty cool, instead of doing a tub and a shower, which a lot of people, I've noticed recently, a lot of people don't even want tubs anymore. They're just, well, why is this camera getting all crazy? Well, here in your walk-in closet, you can see up there, got that shack rod again. Ain't nobody reaching that thing. Well, we'll get back out here. And actually, let me back up a little bit, because behind me, you actually have more of the closet over there. So when I came in, I really only showed you like where I'm standing. But coming on this side, you can see you got more of the closet there. Over here to the left is going to be your toilet room there. And then the shower. So let me kind of get in here, show you this big walk-in shower, super cool. I really love the tile that they used on here. And then you got like the little kind of beaded tile along the floor. Actually, let me get in here and then y'all can see. I mean, again, I'm about 6 foot 240. You can see the shower head way above my head. That's probably about 7 feet high right here. Plenty of room for me to kind of move around, do my thing. I'm not bumping my elbows on the wall or the windows in here. So this thing is, again, it's massive. You can see I probably got a 6 foot wingspan, so from end to end, and you can see I'm right here at this wall. There's still this whole space where I walked in, so plenty of room in this giant walk-in shower. Nice primary. I mean, the bedroom, the bathroom, really nice primary in here. And again, for the price, man, being in the 200s, getting something like this is just insane right now. It's super cool. And out here, you're gonna have your covered patio. Again, you got the fan up there. And then on this 40-foot section, this yard, again, just like we were just next door at the 50. So you got a very similar size yard here in the 40-foot section. And you can see they added the curved windows over there in the primary bedroom. Got your covered patio. You actually have a nice side yard on this particular lot too. So even though it's a 40-foot lot, the house is small enough to where it gives you some space on each side. So you have plenty of space right here on the side of the yard. Again, just beautiful home right here, especially for the price, which I'm about to tell you about, by Coventry. Okay, moving on to the important part, the prices, right? So like I said, these ones are gonna be mostly in the 200 range, which I'm still like dumbfounded by. Great prices. Let's get over here into the kitchen, and then let me open this up for y'all and we'll check these out. So like I said, this plan is called the Elgin, and this one starts, look here. So the Elgin starts, it says it starts at $298. I'm gonna show you these inventory homes right now. There's one 3-bed, 2-bath that they have marked down to $259, another one at $265, another one at $270. So you can see you're getting these 40-foot homes. What's this one at? The Wildorado, Leona, the Elgin, $299, $289, $274. So I mean, just great prices right here. And that's not even, like I said, they're getting under their base prices. That's how much they're dropping prices out here. So like the Wildorado starts, that's the smallest one at 1,500 square feet. Says it starts at $276, but as you can see, they're actually lower than that on that price sheet. So again, you're gonna be, if you're looking at something like this, especially for an inventory home that's already built that they're trying to offload, starting at about like that 250, 260 range. And I was talking to Rochelle, the sales woman here, and she said they're still negotiating, they're taking offers, whatever they got to do. They're doing rate buy downs, coming down on prices, covering closing costs, however we could work the numbers to make it work out best for you, any potential buyer. They're really trying to work deals right now. So this 40-foot section, as I said a million times, you're going to be starting right here around that 250 range. All right, guys, so before you go, scan this QR code right here. That is going to give you this relocation guide for absolutely free. When I tell you it's free, I'm not getting your name, your phone number, your email address, and then spamming you with stuff. I'm not doing any of that. This is literally completely free. That QR code takes you to a Google Drive where you can just download the PDF. In this thing, you're gonna basically have everything you need to kind of plan your trip coming out to Houston, plan your move, all that stuff. So a lot of people call me and, you know, they're taking a trip out here. They might be like, hey, you know, we got some kids. We're going to be there for a week. We're going to be there for 2 weeks. This thing is completely interactive. So all this stuff on here, I added links to everything. So you can see right there, I just clicked on the Space Center down on the south side of Houston. So it's a really cool attraction. My kids love it too. It's one thing that we do. You can go down to Space Center, hang out there. You can click on that link, buy your tickets. The parks out here in Houston, you can see right there, you click on the link, takes you straight to the website. You can find it. Shopping, which is huge if you love to shop, right? All kinds of stuff here. You have like the Galleria, the Woodlands Mall, your shopping areas. Going further down, popular suburbs. So this part is actually cool because you can click on all of these. So you have like the Woodlands, Kingwood, Conroe, Pearland, Sugarland, Katy, Cypress, your top areas that people are moving to. You see, you just click, I clicked on the Woodlands right there. You can scroll houses too, and you can go in here and kind of filter all this down too. So say you want to cap it at 600,000, hit search, boom, it's gonna pop up. Actually, I didn't even hit apply, but boom, it's gonna pop everything up right there in the Woodlands at that price point. You can do that for all these cities right here, or towns, I guess, if you will. Getting around local hotspots, so bars. You got the Houston Rodeo every March. So if you're out here during that time, you got to check out the rodeo. It's super cool. If you're from Southern California, it's kind of like the OC Fair or the LA Fair with like a rodeo attached to it. It's crazy. It's massive. Super fun though. This winery right here, just again, it's another thing to do. This is about an hour and a half northwest of Houston. So depending on where you're at, where you're looking, it could be about an hour away from there. Places to eat, like I said, you know, sushi, pizza, all kinds of stuff on here. Steakhouse downtown called Papa's Brothers. Again, one of our favorites. Click that link right there. Takes you straight to the website and make your reservations, get the address, get directions, all that stuff right here from this relocation guide. Going down, that's just my contact info. And I actually link like all my social media stuff too. So you can see right here, if you click on my Instagram page, it'll take you straight to my Instagram account, which really, I always tell people to kind of follow me on there because it's just kind of a lifestyle, you know, being from Southern California, LA, Orange County area ourselves. Moving to Texas, we thought it was going to be like a huge culture shock, which it was a little bit, but all in a good way. But the lifestyle is pretty much the same. Like we go to Galveston Beach, we travel a lot now too. We go to Florida all the time. Like there's a ton of stuff to do right here in Houston. So anyway, scan the QR code, get that thing for absolutely free. I'm not getting your info and spamming you. Also, right now, YouTube's gonna put up a video. Actually, no, I'm gonna put up the video because I told you if you wanted to see these Westin homes, I'm gonna put it here. So I'm gonna put that video with all these Westin homes and you can see the prices or what they were a few months ago. Check that video out right there. But other than that, as always, I appreciate you. God bless you. I'll see you on the next one.